Welcome to Friars News, our regular video bulletin. In this bulletin, we will be talking about a Year 5 trip to Temple Place, Year 5 maths, into university, and an interview with Chantal. But first, let's go to the dance studio with Chantal and our reporters.
Thank you, studio. We are here with Chantal, who's from Pioneer Dance, who's about to tell us about her work in Friars. So, Chantal, can you tell us about Pioneer Dance?
So Pioneer Dance is my dance company that I established about 20 years ago, and the whole purpose was to make dance accessible to as many children as possible in as many primary schools around London, the London area. The whole purpose was so that children get an opportunity to learn to dance from me and from other dance teachers in my team as well. And we do a number of things. We teach dance in the curriculum to enhance what you're learning. We also do lunchtime clubs, and we also deliver after school sessions, as well as a Saturday school for children that like to perform.
Which year groups do you teach at Friars, and which one is your favourite to teach?
All right, so the year groups that I like to teach, or I do teach, are nursery, reception, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and year 6 throughout the whole day, during one school day. And after school, there is also dance club at Friars. So I teach everybody in the school. My favourite year group to teach, that's a really hard question, a really unfair question, actually, because I don't have favourites. I'm sorry. However, each year group has something that they are really good at doing, or they've got good qualities. So one year group might be really great at listening to the instructions. Another year group might be really good at just being a natural dancers. But then there might be another year group or class that they're really good at expressing their emotions through the dance. So that question's so unfair. Everybody's my favourite.
So, Chantal, what do you like about being a dance teacher?
Okay, that's a really good question. And actually, it's a question that I always ask myself every day. Why do I do what I do? Why do I like being a dance teacher? I like being a dance teacher because I love working with children. And also, I like to see how they progress. So I might teach a child who's never danced before in their whole life. They've never done any type of dance, whether it's street dance or contemporary or Afrobeats. And the first lesson they have, they may not know what they're doing. They may not even feel confident in doing what they're doing. But when we get to week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 in particular, it's so good to see how much they learn in the lesson. So my favourite part of being a dance teacher is seeing how children progress, how they learn, how they enjoy the dance lessons, and also the fact that dance is able to build confidence in young children and young people as well, actually. So I think that's my favourite part, and teaching them very cool dance moves as well.
How long have you been dancing for?
How long have I been dancing for? Wow. Okay, so when I first started dancing, when I asked my parents whether I could go to my first ballet lesson when I was 3 years old. And I am now years old, because I'm not going to give you my age, but I've been dancing for a very, very long time.
So, Chantal, what style of dance do you like best?
My favourite dance style, that is so hard. Again, another difficult question. So I'll run through the types of dance that I teach. I teach street dance, contemporary, Afrobeats, sometimes a bit of like international dance like salsa, tap dance, ballet. But the dance style that I like to teach, there's 2 of them at the moment. The main one is street dance, because I just love the way how you're able to express your own style in street dance. The second, currently at the moment, is contemporary stroke lyrical. So lyrical is when you dance to the music. And I like it currently because it helps us to get in touch with our emotions while we're dancing. And it helps us to tell a story or to portray a message when we're dancing. And we use all of those dance styles, or I teach all of those dance styles, so that we can help better learn the topics that you're learning in school. So, for example, you might have a topic about the Egyptians, and I might come into your school and teach you an Egyptian dance. Or I might teach you a street dance relating to the Romans, where they're strong and their hands are up, getting ready for battle. Or it might be a contemporary dance to do with feeling your emotions, about feeling sad. And then we might think about facial expressions, how we express and project our bodies and our faces through movement. So, yeah, it's a hard question, but I hope I've answered it.
Thank you, Chantal, for taking the time to talk to us.
You're welcome.
Back to the studio.
Recently, Year 5 has visited the Two Temple Place. Two Temple Place was a Tudor house owned by a rich person. Then it was refurbished in 1895 and reopened as an art gallery.
Two Temple Place is an art gallery full of pictures that have been here since a very long time ago. We also made ourselves some of our own very own sculptures.
There were many types of paintings and pictures here. For example, there was photography and there was film, which was on a gigantic screen, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And then there was also these paintings. One of them was weird, wasn't it?
Very weird.
They had long pointy noses, small hands.
We also learnt about lives less ordinary. That's the motto we learnt about when we went there. And as we made our own sculptures, it could have been any type or anything we wanted it to be, anything we loved. Perhaps a teddy, or maybe our own favourite Rubik's Cube. It could be anything.
Or a photograph. Thank you for listening to us today.
We'll go back to the studio now.
Well, that was interesting. Now let's find out about Year 5 maths.
Every Thursday, Year 5 pupils go to London Nautical to take maths classes, and every week we learn different games. And for example, a magic square is a game. It's a 3x3 square where you have to put numbers, and each number have to add up to 15. Well, that's the magic number, where you can change the magic number to, for example, 21 or 18.
This is what a magic square looks like. And 1 to 9 would be your 15, but then you'd have to add up 3 if you wanted to change it to 2 to 10. So if you want to make it 3 to 11, it would have to be 21.
We hope you found this interesting.
Now, back to the studio. Boy, didn't you think that maths was mathmatastic? Now let's find out about Inter-University from our Year 4 reporters. On Tuesday the 25th, Year 4 had a workshop with the Inter-University.
We done an activity which is based on 3 of their expectations: aim high, be respectful, and focus.
We have been learning about careers. A career is a person who has been working on a job for a really long time.
It was based on 3 careers: a Foley artist, a museum creator, and a civil engineer.
To start with, a museum curator is a person who collects art pieces and puts them in a museum or an art gallery and chooses where to put them.
A Foley artist is a person who makes noises and sounds for movies or television series.
A civil engineer is a person who builds roads, buildings, schools, and houses for the public sector.
In the workshop, we collected props that illustrated the different career paths, such as
instruments to play with. To imagine how a Foley artist would do if for example, if they had their egg cracking. Or a civil engineer, we had blocks to build houses. And the museum curator, we saw what they maybe would put on the museum. Thank you for watching our presentation.
Now we go back to the studio for more news.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.